Hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, I'm your hostess, and today we're going to talk about sweet potatoes. And these are from last year, and I've got the guys working out in the field collecting the cotton right now. They're harvesting cotton, so if my dogs start barking, that's what's going on. But these are last year's potatoes, and they're still edible. They're still good. Normally when I cure them this way, they will last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. It does make the potatoes sweeter. It toughens the skin. This is a couple of examples of this year's potatoes, and they actually do better when you leave the dirt on them and wash the dirt off when you're ready to eat them. So what do I use? I use my oven, but I don't turn my oven on. I use an extension cord like this, a good quality extension cord, and many crystal clear lights that are the incandescents. You can see the word up there, incandescent. Get my camera to focus. Incandescent. You don't want the LEDs. The LEDs won't put off any heat. But you want the 100 strand, because each one of those light bulbs will put out 1 watt of heat, I should say. And I also include a thermometer that I can attach to my oven shelf. I will lay these out on cookie sheets, and I've even done them piled up, but if you pile them up in there, you got to turn them. If you lay them out on the cookie sheets, all you got to do is change your sheets around. And I use something that a towel or something to hold the door cracked, because you don't want to overheat your potatoes. These will sit in my oven for 1 week. And after that week, they will be cured and ready to put in my pantry. And I do put them in a fresh cardboard box every year. And or you can line a basket with a couple of cotton towels that you don't mind, or a cotton sheet, old cotton sheet, or anything like that to cover them. And I do that so that the dirt and everything doesn't fall to the floor, and it helps to keep bugs and stuff from getting in there also. But I haven't had any problems with rodents getting into my sweet potatoes. I've got a couple here that's got slips on them already, and I may just let this continue to slip up, and we'll have potato slips in the spring that we can plant. So they are nice and firm. They have remained firm. Because these were washed when I bought them, I did have a few that were a little bit on the blighted side when I opened them up. And if they're blighted, just toss them out. Don't worry about it, just toss it. But you can also can these. They can really well. I would not can them in syrup again. It is such a mess, and the potatoes are too sweet. I'd rather be able to control the sugar, and I'll can mine. If I can any this year, they'll be canned in water. But we got some nice big sweet potatoes this year, and this is not our harvest. This came from a local farmer that lives around the corner from us. We paid $12 for the bushel, and that is cheap. And sweet potatoes are one of the root vegetables that is actually good for a diabetic. They're not as high in carbs, and they're actually sweet. You know, they have a little sweet taste to them. Add a little butter, a little cinnamon. You don't need any sugar, and they're really good. And I like mine with just butter on them. But you can fix them however you like them. But you do want to get these. These were, I think, $3.99 at Walmart. And I don't remember what I paid for the electrical cord, but it wasn't that expensive. I think it was $5, something like that. I needed a new electrical cord anyway. Mine were from the 1970s, my electrical cords, and I was like, told my husband, I said, for a week, I don't want to trust that cord that long. So we bought us a Christmas cord, and I can see it. And it matches. So anyway, okay. I guess you're wondering how I got a light in here and why I've got my oven door cracked. Well, let me show you. Don't look at my dirty oven, y'all. But I have had sweet potatoes in my oven, and you can see the temperature gauge is on 100 degrees, and I am using incandescent miniature Christmas lights to heat the oven, and I've had them in there for 7 days, and my sweet potatoes are now cured, and I can allow them to cool off to room temperature, and I can store them anywhere from 3 to 6 months or longer. And I have had sweet potatoes in my pantry in a box in a dark, cool room for a year now. And this is the method I use. Okay, when you scrape across, the skin is not as easy to come off, and they will be a sweeter sweet potato when you cook them. And I'm going to take you off there. I'm going to show you inside the box. I've actually got to find a smaller box. This one is way too big, but you want a box that where the potatoes can breathe, so to speak. And you do want to check them once a month to make sure that you don't have any bad ones. There's just a number of ways you can fix sweet potatoes. So I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and you will continue to watch our content. Thank you for watching.